At the root of ecological problems is misplaced enjoyment. To save the environment, societies must have something more enjoyable than excessive consumption of the Earth's resources. And there is such enjoyment in the Vaishnava culture. Governments can't really solve environmental issues. They pass laws to restrict pollution and consumption, but the history of governmental regulations in the face of the public's desire to exploit the earth has not been very effective. Some believe corporations and governments can work together to develop technologies as solutions, but that is proven inadequate. Such remedies depend on fluctuating economies and markets, as well as the effectiveness of technologies. Instead of being used to solve environmental problems, technologies continue to support the masses in their desire to exploit nature. In other words, remedies introduced by technologies have not proven successful. Most agree that environmental destruction is the result of overexploitation of resources, excessive consumption, excessive waste, excessive killing of animals, and destruction of resources like forests. These are propelled by selfishness and greed. But what if there were enjoyable alternatives to greed? Enjoyment that doesn't harm others or the environment. Vaishnava culture has those alternate enjoyments. Vaishnava enjoyment is based on the life force, the soul, the essence, not the external world that fosters greed, division, prejudice, and hatred.
Come on now, wake up sleeping soul. Come on now, wake up sleeping soul.
Everybody, can you hear me calling? We've been sleeping too long in illusion.
Vaishnavas enjoy redirecting the results of their work, their money and harvest, away from consumption to higher purposes like charity, celebration, good deeds, and supporting the renunciants who are examples of detachment from consumption.
Akshaya Patra Foundation is feeding millions each day in 12 different states across India.
Wow, this is incredible.
We have a centralized kitchen. We cook large quantity of food and put them in an insulated container and deliver it at the schools.
Each vessel can cook 1,000 meals in just 15 minutes.
Vaishnavas derive satisfaction working for success, not by acquiring more money and status, but through individual and social elevation.
Only he had lived to see what the manor has become. A mock Tudor country house, donated by a Beatle, the wonderful George Harrison, serving as a hub of worship, celebration and selflessness. And what could be more British than that?
They enjoy focusing inward toward the soul, rather than outwards toward the world of greed and consumption. Young Vaishnavas are taught that detachment from possessions is a positive and pleasurable state. And throughout their lives, they maintain the idea that such detachment is indeed enjoyable. Vaishnavas enjoy grand celebrations honoring the gods and God of gods Vishnu. Such festivities are joyful reminders that life is not meant for selfish pursuits. Certainly not all Vaishnavas are on the same level, and they don't represent a utopian society. However, their 300 million are doing a far better job at living in harmony with nature than 330 million Americans, whose worldwide influence of consumption and greed has already caused serious harm to the planet.
Govardhan Eco Village showing how to lead a low-impact lifestyle, and it does so by bridging ancient knowledge systems and ancient techniques with new innovative modern techniques.
The Vaishnava culture has the practical solution to environmental disaster: enjoyment. Hundreds of millions of people have demonstrated it over thousands of years. It is a proven solution.
What is it that's so special about the Bhagavata that makes it interesting for people today?
The Bhagavata seems to attract readers in a way that many works throughout history just don't.
And Vaishnava enjoyment can be adopted by American society. A change in the way Americans enjoy life must be adopted. Otherwise, society is doomed to consume and destroy all the resources the earth has to offer. Become a Vaishnava. Join the Save Earth Now movement. Make a change. Enjoy life without harming others.